Hi, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. What a great time to be thankful here at SCA. And personally, I just want to say I'm so thankful for SCA and the impact that it's had on my life, and as a former student here, and the impact it continues to have on my life now that I have the pleasure of coming here every day to work. I'm just very thankful for the support of all of you, the families, faculty, and staff here, the new amazing friends that I've met since returning, and for the health of my family, of course. I hope we all can remember also that the holidays can be a rather challenging and difficult time for a lot of people as well. And I hope we all can spend some time this Thanksgiving reaching out to those folks, including them, and praying for them. With the recent events in Paris, we all continue to pray here at SCA, both for the safety of the folks in Paris as well as for our own nation and our own safety. And we will continue to do that. As a community, we actually gathered last week to pray for Paris in the gym, and I'll show a picture here so you can see that. It was a pretty neat time. Um, I pray you all have a wonderful and restful Thanksgiving with your friends and family and really enjoy this time together. The purpose of this video is just to highlight a lot of the highlights and celebrations and great things that have been happening here on campus in the last month or so. We have a lot to be thankful for here at SCA and many highlights and celebrations to share with you. So a lot of it you'll see throughout are things that really directly relate to the strategic plan. So for those of you that were involved in that process, I think you'll pick up on that throughout these updates. If you're watching this on a laptop, notice that in the top right corner of the screen, that for each section of this video there's a button you can use to skip to the next section if you wish to get through the video a little faster. But we'll go through in detail a lot of the highlights, and we hope you enjoy it. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and God bless you all. Let's start by something very exciting that we participated in for the first time this year under the leadership of Nick Grotzel, and that's the film festival that's sponsored by PureFlix Entertainment. If you're familiar with Netflix, you should definitely go check out PureFlix, which is the a Christian organization. I encourage you to go on their website. But they host a film festival that is coordinated and hosted first by Northwest Christian. And if you've ever been to this, if you haven't been to this, please make a mental note that this is one event you will not want to miss in the future. If your family attended this, it would probably be one of those events where you'd mark your calendar to go to every year. These are student filmmakers from all Christian schools throughout the valley, down in Tucson and up north. There were over 1,000 people in attendance for the actual film festival that filled the two largest theaters at the Deer Valley AMC. And most exciting was that one of our films that our students submitted came in first place. The jury award was presented to them. It was a team of 6 aspiring filmmakers from SCA, and there's a picture here. You can see them. They won a cash scholarship as well as a private meetup and fellowship at PureFlix headquarters to experience a pre-screening of God Is Not Dead 2 being released in March. You can watch their very moving documentary on our Facebook page or at PureFlix's website. So congratulations to the team, and well done. SCA is also partnered with the Esperanza School, which is in the Isaac School District. We're adopting this school in partnership with Northwest Christian as well, and together we're taking care of them and helping them out. They are a Title I school. They offer free breakfast and lunch to all of their students. 99% of their students are on free lunch. And the first trip down there was very moving and impactful for the students involved. It was a planning meeting to help get ready for the Thanksgiving drive that you've all participated in, and thank you very much. They were very appreciative, and I know our kids really got a lot out of serving the kids of Esperanza. If you're looking for a place to designate your public school tax credit dollars, which is basically free to donate, you get the money back with your Arizona tax return as long as you have Arizona tax liability. I know the Esperanza School would really appreciate that. Our ACSI and Advanced Ed accreditation is now officially complete. Last month I posted a very detailed review of the results, so if you're interested in those, I'd encourage you to watch that video. The bottom line is that it was a very successful visit. SCA received the maximum accrediting term of 5 years with many commendations, and we're ready to move forward with the recommendations and with our strategic plan. But we're very excited about the results and are very appreciative of everyone's hard work. One item they were very complimentary of is our technology on campus and how we used it in an academic setting. They felt we were very ahead of the curve in terms of our technology and in terms of some of the pilots that we have in place. that we continue to test different ways that we can use it on campus. We have been having challenges lately with our rather liberal allowance of student use of technology, and you will likely see some changes to that in the near future, particularly for the middle school. So we ask you as parents just to please help support us in that. The heart of the matter and the goal is to have students interacting on campus in healthy and productive ways. But we will probably be moving to a plan where this is a privilege for high schoolers, that once they get to high school they'll have a little more privileges. But for the middle school, we'll be backing off that some so that we can have a little more productive use of time on campus and a little less distraction from the technology. For those parents who are worried about your children being able to contact you, we will always have a phone available if that's the direction we head in, so that all students can contact their parents in the office if they wish to. But we're still working through that. We'll let you know when that comes, but we do ask for your complete support in that, and know that the purpose of it is all very well intentioned in terms of what we want the kids to be focusing on while they're here on campus. But also look for other outcomes of our pilot programs and technology's effective use in the classroom as well. Well, there's a lot to cover in athletics, and I am so fearful that I'm going to forget something. I'm sure I will, but there's just so much to celebrate this year with our athletics under the direction of many, many wonderful coaches and our athletic director, Chuck Gibbs. Let's start with the swim team. The swim team broke all kinds of records this season under the coaching of Tyler Fox. A record of 6 students qualified for the state playoffs, with 10 participating at state. And this year, students broke 8 SCA swimming records. So congratulations to the swim team. A very cohesive team, and just a wonderful thing. Our spirit line took first place in the United Spirit Association regional competition. Cheer placed third, and both teams qualified for the nationals in the spring. The girls volleyball had an amazing season this year with some clutch wins, and they won in the first round of the state playoffs. The homecoming game was amazing. The parade was amazing. We'll talk about football in a second, but let's first point out that the team itself finished the year in a 9-2 record, played in the first round of the playoffs. Not many people know this, but Coach Gibbs was a finalist in the running for Coach of the Year. And this one is the one I'm most proud of, the 2015 Varsity Football Season Sportsmanship Award for Division 5. This was awarded to SCA. It's chosen from feedback of several sources, but particularly the referees, and it's presented at halftime of the Division I championship game at the University of Phoenix Stadium on November 27th. Congratulations for an incredible sportsmanship season. It's also wonderful to see our elementary classrooms that are coming together and holding potlucks and supporting team spirit, coming to the games. This is a remarkable stat. Did you know that 87% of our high school students are participating in a sport? That's incredibly high percentage rate, and just shows the participation of our kids in our community. Our athletics website also has the 9th most hits of the 137 schools that use the service. This is a great testament to our athletic department, keeping it up to date with dates, times, news, locations, and our community support of our kids. Did you know that every high school team made the playoffs? I think nearly, if not nearly, then every middle school team did as well. I also want to mention that Bella Larson won 6th in state overall for golf, and that's even playing up in a division. And cross-country team also sent 3 to state. So congratulations to our athletes. I'd be remiss without talking about the important middle school athletics. Our middle school fall sports assembly was held on October 29th, where our fall athletes were recognized. And the middle school girls varsity football team finished the season undefeated and won the Valley Christian Schools League Championship. Congratulations to our middle school girls volleyball. Middle school girls JV volleyball finished with a 10-0 record, and they won their end-of-season tournament as well. And middle school co-ed soccer finished 5th in the league and made the postseason playoffs. So needless to say, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, there's a lot of other athletes performing on campus, and it's been a great fall season. And it's definitely a busy time of the year for the arts. So much going on with the middle school play and the high school play and the performances, and I'll mention a few of these. Over 100 students in high school and middle school choirs performed in the opening choir concert of the year at Camelback Desert Church. I can attest to just how beautiful it was. The sound was amazing. The kids' performance was amazing. I'm happy for anyone that was able to attend that. The middle and high school bands also had their very first opening concert under the direction of Leanne Krakus. And from what I have heard from others, they sound better than they have in years. I was at this event, and again, it was just incredible. So glad to have all of your support there to see the first concert, and it was amazing testament to the hard work and practice of the kids, and of course to the heart of Mrs. Krakus. In addition, just on Monday night, the high school chorale collaborated with the chorale of NCS to perform the national anthem at the Grand Canyon basketball game. It was school choice night at Grand Canyon, and it was neat to see our school up there performing and shining with their amazing gifts of voice in front of the entire GCU community for the basketball game. And just a few things to point out on the academic side. SCA hosted the annual Christian College Fair this year with over 44 colleges. So for those students who are interested in attending Christian colleges and university, it was a neat event with over 44 colleges on our campus. We also have a very healthy dual enrollment options here in our high school. We have over 118 students that are enrolled this year in dual enrollment classes, and that's a total of over 730 college credits that our high schoolers will receive in this year alone. And we're also looking into expanding this program and looking for some additional dual credit opportunities for your students in the future. Our parent-teacher conferences went very well. Over 90% of our elementary families attended this year, which is a great number. And I also want to mention, as part of the strategic plan and our accrediting visit, that we have now, and thanks to your annual fund dollars, which we'll speak of in a moment, we now have Curriculum Track, which is a software program, and we will be beginning in the spring and fall of next year to revamp our curriculum mapping process, which will make us much more efficient, and it's a wonderful process we've been through before and good for our school. And we'll be hitting that full steam in the 16-17 school year, in addition to some reinforcement and training for biblical integration and biblical understandings in the classroom. So lots of exciting things going on that front. Thank you goes out to all of our families for helping us with our annual SOAR Fund that just concluded last week at the Harvest Festival. First, let me say how thrilled I was that from our employee participation and our board, that all faculty and staff in our board reached a 100% participation level this year. This was an incredible just testament to the dedication to our community and to the growth and direction we want to head in. Our percentage participation as a community exceeded any year in the past for this time of the year. And if you are not able to participate in the SOAR Fund, and for everyone really, we want to remind you that the end of the year is coming up, and for tax deduction purposes or for STO contribution purposes, we'd appreciate any generosity for end of year giving. You'll start to see right away some effect around campus of your generosity for the annual SOAR Fund. Some of the changes you'll begin to notice first in the next few weeks will be some improvements, as we spoke of at the launch, to the elementary areas, trying to add some green and grass to the campus, improvements to the weight room, some new shade tarps. We've added something called Naviance, which will be in full effect next year, but we're going ahead and getting it now to prepare it. And Naviance is for college application process, college guidance, some inventories, and it's a really great tool. If any of you have older kids who have already gone through the process and have used Naviance, you know what an incredible tool it is for that process for both your families and the students and our college counseling department. Some improved security that you'll be seeing around. And by the way, if you see a armed police or security officer on campus once in a while, just please welcome them. I'll talk about that more in the security section of this video, but they'll be a part of our community over time. The addition of the curriculum mapping software, which we spoke of earlier, Curriculum Track, is now owned by us, and we will begin the mapping process shortly. Already your generosity has helped support so much this year with the amazing addition of our Fine Arts Department, in adding Leanne Krakus, in adding the Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Kevin Sealing, in having a full-time spiritual life director now in Jared Utterback. All of these are amazing additions, and none of them would be possible without your generosity. So we've already seen the benefits of that. We really appreciate your support during the annual fund drive. There's just always so many exciting things going on at SCA. I know it's hard to try to get to all of them, but we really do appreciate your community support when you're able to come out and support our athletics and our arts and our academics. Great NHS ceremony. The Harvest Festival, the Christmas Boutique was wonderful. We have Grandparents' Day right before Thanksgiving. We hope you can come out to the Light the Night event. It's a night of Christmas carols and worship on December 5th with a Christmas tree lighting and some hot chocolate. Great community time to bring your family out, so mark your calendar for December 5th. We're also forming an SCA team for the Ignite Hope Walk down at Phoenix Children's Hospital. If you're interested in joining with us, we hope you will. It's a great event, about a 1.7 mile walk, I think, and ends at Phoenix Children's Hospital, where we have our candles and shine them to the kids that are up in their hospital rooms that are recovering or being treated there. So please join us if you'd like to be on our team there. The Christmas choir and band concerts are on December 17th. And, of course, save the date, please, for March 11th. Save the date for March 11th. That is going to be our auction and gala, and it is coming together to be a really fantastic event. It's a fundraising event to help take our school to the next level. And if that interests you, we would sure love to have you there. End of year is coming quickly around, so we would encourage you that we can get the most use possible out of the STO dollars to make your end of year contributions. The corporate STOs, we have a significant number of corporate STO dollars that still have not been used, and that means if you have families that you know of that you think would be a good fit for SCA, and they are first-time private school families or lower-income families that would qualify, please encourage them to reach out and find out from us. They can just call the school whether they'd qualify for corporate STO dollars. And re-enrollment is coming up in February, so stay tuned for that. God bless you all. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Make it restful and relaxing and just good quality family time. And we'll see you all back here right after Thanksgiving.